It seems like today, in the day of the wealthiest nation in the history of the human race, people like to take the health of the stock market for granted. But it's essentially an open secret that any day it may not only not go up, but it could go down significantly and for a very long time. And this has happened before. My birthday, March 10th, 2000, was one such day, in fact. At the same time that my poor mother was preeclamptic and fighting for survival in a Louisville hospital, the NASDAQ, the United States tech industry as a whole, stopped going up. And this is referred to as the dot-com bubble event. Essentially, from 95 to until 2000, the whole tech industry was quintupled in value. And that is because investors of all scopes and experiences were pumping money into any company with the name .com, with .com in the name. And that is because everybody worried about not making the profits that could be made by the next big investment, which people believed would come as a result of the greatest technological advent ever, the internet and the World Wide Web. And eventually, so after this massive growth, enough of these companies came to light to be not profitable, and people withdrew their money, and the index crashed, and a lot of people lost a lot of money. And this seems very similar to me as the way that we discuss and are investing in AI right now, where you have huge mega cap companies with trillions of dollars invested, but there's so many of them, most of them, the AI branches are not even profitable yet. And so this is very risky. This is abandoning all traditional wisdom and calm, patient rationale. So basically, just like my mom's blood pressure in that hospital room, an outrageous peak was met and then followed by a rapid plummeting fallout. Over the following 2.5 years, the NASDAQ lost 76% of its value. Many companies went under. Some, even modern tech giants, barely dodged a bullet, such as Intel or Oracle. They almost went under. And that index, the NASDAQ, did not reach that high of March 2000 again until April of 2015, 15 years later. And so I think that there's an important lesson to be learned here, because as significant of a fiscal disaster as the dot-com was, where people lost trillions of dollars in aggregate, I actually think that that is infantile in comparison to the modern scope of the stock market, not just in terms of value, but also in terms of how much people treat investing as gambling, but assume, presume, expect, feel entitled to inordinate growth. And that just is not guaranteed. It's not the way it has ever worked. I've had to learn a lot of lessons in the last 26 years since March of 2000, and I sure hope that our society can learn lessons too, because if we let those kinds of events transpire again, the consequences could be even more far-reaching.